Go ahead.
Coach,
Hi.
I'm frustrated when you get 27, they have zeros, and the 1 0 that really matters is 0-0 on the scoreboard. And I don't know if they're content to try to leave with a tie or what, and you're going like, this can't happen. We got to find a way. And after 27, something finally goes in.
Yeah, it was there was a little bit of frustration was creeping into the team, I think. But you know, all credit to all guys. They kind of shook it off. You know, they had some harsh words with each other. I think his frustration sort of got the better of them, but they were able to, you know, come back together and just remember who they were and remember why they love doing this and why they love doing it together. And just kind of find a way. Look, it's some nice. It looks like teams are coming here now just to try and get away with a tie, and they're not committing any numbers forward. I mean, this is, you know, similar to some of the games we've had at home already, where teams are just kind of sitting in. Kentucky, you know, kind of sat in when they were here and not really looking for too much on the counterattack. So it seems to be a strategy, you know, that we're going to face, and we just have to get used to it and deal with it, you know. And that's one of the great things about overtime is it gives you an extra 20 minutes to, you know, find that goal that you haven't been able to find in regulation. So for us, for a dominant team, for a top team, overtime is great.
On the goal that it just was when it bam, bam, it's like everything's forgotten. It's like Dolabella's been in the right place at the right time for like the last 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah,
it's just like as quickly as you get frustrated, as quickly it can end.
Yeah, I think that's we always know we got goals in us. You know, we've got lots of guys who can score. We got guys who can create something. So we know that we just got to keep doing what we're doing, and we made, you know, slight adjustments. We put Noah on at the end there for a bit of height and pushed Pedro higher up, and just told him to stay there, you know, because they were getting deeper and deeper and coming out less and less. So, you know, we didn't really need him sort of romp around as he normally does, and so we knew it was going to come. I was pretty confident, and then it is just more of a relief. You know, it wasn't one of those jump in the air at your fist. It was like, well, we should score, so now we've scored and we can move on to the next one.
You kind of exhale and say, okay, now Tuesday, so to speak.
Exactly.
What about, do you sense the way you mentioned the team, sometimes teams are content to play? Did you get a read on UAB that they're just trying to get on the bus and get out there with the 0-0? That's, you know, and we've got to find a way to break that up.
Yeah, we played them. So we played them at their place last year, and they had a different sort of formation in terms of they were man marking, they were a little bit higher up the field, but similar, they were trying to like stop us, you know, breaking in between the lines, in between their defense and their midfield. And so they closed that space, and then you could tell after about 5 minutes, you know, they were 5 at the back and almost 4 in midfield. I know they try to have 2 sometimes up front, but it really became a 5-4-1, and at that point they've got no way of getting out. And our guys did a great job with counter prevention and just picking off anything they tried to do in terms of an attack. And so you kind of, we have to prepare more and more for breaking down a low block, breaking down an extreme sort of defensive system from the opposition. So we'll continue to work on that. I mean, it's fun. It's part of the game. Look, some teams come out and they right in your face and they press you and they go for it toe to toe. And those are interesting and entertaining games in their own way. I remember, you know, Georgetown from the NCAA tournament, it was such a great game. They were coming at us, we were going at them, and it was very tactical. And, you know, both teams were trying to win the game. And then you get the opposite tonight, you know, where one team's not trying to win and we're really making the play and making the game.
Malo sets up Pedro. I guess it shows you how dangerous he is. I've always been impressed with the man with the ball. He's just very to contain with the ball on his foot. Yeah,
he's very, very dangerous. Sort of 1v1, very, very dangerous on the dribble. And you know, we kind of put him off onto the, you know, into a sort of a playmaker role, essentially into the midfield there to pick up the ball and get things done. And he delivered. You know, so fantastic. It's fantastic for him. And you know, he went through a rough patch in the game. I think it was frustrating. He was kind of on the front line, and so we just dropped him a little bit deeper and let him run and dribble and create. And he did a fantastic job for us.
How do you explain Dolabella doing what he's been doing the last 4 or 5 matches? Right foot at the right time, right place, or you better pay attention to this guy, you know. But he every time you look up, it's Dolabella does this. Dolabella scores. Dolabella scores. He rips his jersey off again tonight.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a guy who, you know, if there's anybody else who's at the top of the college game right now, I'd love to see who that is, because Pedro's doing it all. You know, he's getting a lot of interest from MLS teams right now and from from different people in the game, because he's just dominating college. You know, he's doing a great job. He's 6'4". He can use his right foot, use his left foot. He can run pretty quick. He can fight. He can tackle. He can defend. He can shoot. He can cross. So he's really sort of at the height of his.
He's got all the weapons. He's got all the weapons.
All of the tools. So, you know, he's really figured out over, you know, this is his, 5th year. So COVID, thankfully, you know, let him do that. So he's, you know, he's able to really just draw on all of his skills and all of his experience, and he's find himself in the right place at the right time, and long may it continue.
How about a night for Oliver when he's at the back and it's like, hasn't seen anything?
Who?
Coach Mr. Semler back there is going like he gets his shutout, but it's like nothing comes his way.
Is Ollie played tonight? Oh yeah, he's on the stat sheet. Yeah, okay.
I mean, he gets credit for a shutout, but he didn't have to do anything. I won't say he didn't have to do anything, but they didn't make him do anything.
Those are the
Let's put it that way. UAB never made him do anything.
Yeah. No, those are the best ones. If we could have every game where our goalkeeper has to do nothing, that'd be brilliant.
He would take that.
Yeah.
Coach, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dave.